been finishing off Sonic, or starting and finishing Sonic Heroes. However, this playthrough will have a bit of a twist. On the original schedule, I did say that I would have a. I did say that I'd be playing the Xbox. I did say I'd be playing the GameCube version. However, I won't be playing the GameCube version. I will actually be playing the PC version because that allows me to play in widescreen 16:9. I said I was going to be playing Team Sonic, however I will now be playing Team Rose because I want to get this done as quickly as possible. And 3 will be using the Japanese voices for the game because I prefer the Japanese voices. And finally 4, I know I said we were playing Team Rose, but there will actually be a bit of a twist to this. So we'll see what that twist is in a bit, but for now I'm going to sit in Discord. And I didn't mean to open that, but how are you guys doing today? We are going to get started here. Let's go along to Team Rose. Okay, supposedly I can't... actually, if I go to Seaside Hill, it should select... Seagate, right? We're actually going to skip this. Yes, Seagate. And the reason we're going to skip it is going to become apparent quite quickly. Hang on a second, this isn't Team Rose. Yes, this is Team Sonic. And basically I did a mod to the PC version which allows me to play as Team Sonic and Team Rose's levels, meaning I am technically playing Team Sonic, however I will be playing the shorter versions of the levels, which, you know, allows me to finish this game quicker. I think I should be able, in fact I'm fairly certain I should be able to beat this entire game as Team Sonic, because the only thing I'm really missing is the ability to ground pound. However, that's not really necessary, because the ground pound doesn't really add much. But this is a Team Rose exclusive stage. This is Seagate. It's basically a tutorial, and I'm skipping through all the tutorial text because Oma Chow is annoying and she just doesn't need to be here. But yeah, this is the main reason why I'm playing the PC version, because it allows me to do this. Because it allows me to play as Team Sonic within Team Rose, which is very, very useful because, you know, I actually get to play the easier levels with the best team, so... And it's mainly because this is going to probably take me up until like 12 o'clock anyway. And I don't especially want to be sitting here until like 3 in the morning playing Team Sonic series... Team Sonic's campaign when I could be playing the easier campaign, which will take less time. So there's really not too much to say for this stage. It has a nice track, but it's just like a remix of the main Seaside Hill track. And also, playing this game with an Xbox One controller is just so nice. It is really good, but I'm actually going to have to turn up the game audio because the game audio is really quiet. Yes, I just got done with the Topical Resort over on Radio Sega, which is my weekly discussion show, and this week we discussed everything to do with the... we discussed everything to do with Sega's lineup of gun games. As for, I need to post a message to people about the stream. Okay, that should be good. paste, copy, paste, and last but not least, copy, paste. And aside from that, we should be good to go. That's not too loud. Okay, that's perfect volume. You can hear the goal ring like buzzing right now. Also, I was supposed to be joined for co-commentary by the King, but I haven't heard from him yet. So like, I don't know if he's still here. And I'm aware like people won't be around for this because we're at a very strange time. We're not. Our usual time for starting these is at 7 o'clock and it's currently 10 o'clock. But I can't really afford to get behind schedule, so... Because the way the schedule's looking at the moment, I basically finish on Monday and I don't really get any... I finish the last game on Monday and Mania comes out on Tuesday, so... I basically don't get any sort of time for bonus games, so I really don't get a time for a break if I want to actually finish this marathon on time. But yes, we are playing with the Japanese voices because the English voices for Team Sonic is unbearable in this game. They're really bad. And also I can't click out the game without the music pausing. I apologise. Because sometimes I need to click out and check Discord, but then the music pauses. This is taking a while to load. There we go, okay. I don't know whether it's because I have the team mod on, it's like taking longer to load. Okay, I died. Yeah, sure, I guess. Oh, because it counts as death because I'm touching the water, silly me. Even though, you know, like, I'm not dead, but okay. Buying time because I am being stupid now. Okay. Whoops. Speaking of being stupid, there we go again. We'll go to the right this time just so I don't have to keep, you know, messing up. Yeah, how are you guys doing today? I myself am doing pretty good. Just rushing around like a complete lunatic to get stuff done today. Oh, so much nicer playing this version because I was gonna like emulate the GameCube version on the Wii U. Oh no, I was gonna emulate the GameCube version but using Nintendo on the Wii U. But I was messing about and for this marathon I don't really want to use a capture card where possible just because audio delay and stuff. And it's nice to play with non-delayed audio, and if my PC can handle it I should play the PC versions of every game. But actually, I don't reckon this will take 2 hours. I reckon this will take about 1 hour, in which case I get a nice bit of sleep. And it is a Friday night after all, so I normally stay up decently late on a Friday night. Not like, you know, mega late, but like a decent amount of time. So 11 PM sleep won't be too bad. Time don't hurt me good, I've had enough of it. Seaside Hill, another green checkerboard hill starting level. I don't see what could be repetitive about this at all. But yeah, it's honestly a fairly standard level. I don't really think much to this, and I should probably explain the team mechanic. Obviously, so the team mechanic is new and exclusive to Heroes, in that you have 3 different characters that you can switch between, all with different abilities. So Sonic, Shadow, Amy and SBO are speed type, and what that means is they're the ones you just run, and that's really their ability, they just go fast. Tails, Rouge, Charmy and Cream are all fly type, but that means they can fly in the air and carry the team, and they can obviously go a lot higher than the other two characters. And finally, this power, which is Knuckles, Omega, Big, and Vector. And what they do is they just punch stuff, and you're basically forced to switch between all three because there's like exclusive sections that ones can't do, like speed characters can triangle jump. A rank, nice. Yeah, but speed characters can triangle jump across walls, whereas, for example, power characters can triangle dive. So they basically all have different abilities which require you to switch between them on the fly, and there's also sections which you can't pass unless you're playing as a specific character. Okay, give me a second here. Okay, here we go. So, Ocean Palace, I actually prefer this over Seaside Hill. I sort of wish this was the first level because this is honestly a lot more unique. Whoop. Okay, they're all facing different directions, sure, I guess. That's how games work, right? I think that's sort of a side effect of using... Occasionally, like, some animations will look really weird, because I think that's just sort of a side effect of using this mod. Also, I couldn't set the camera to the triggers, so instead it's on the really loud clicky bumpers, so if you occasionally hear me like moving the camera, or you occasionally hear me like pressing some buttons, that's why. Ah. I was also considering like using my USB GameCube controller here. Or no, like a USB adapter for the GameCube controller so I could actually use my GameCube controller. But honestly, the Xbox One controller works so well, you wouldn't even need it. Later on we can use this mod for some fun stuff, which I'll be showing off, actually, because it allows us to play as any character, even if that character's a repeat, and that leads to some fun times. So, Heroes is honestly one of the games that I'm sort of worse at, so expect some like fails here and there. Especially since I'm not used to playing on this version, and this version is just a bit different to the one I'm actually used to. So this supposedly runs on an earlier build of the game, meaning it doesn't run on the final build. Also, I keep dying there. Stop doing that. But yeah, supposedly this runs on an earlier build of the game, not the final version. Meaning it's a bit glitchier in some places, and it has like some exclusive like bugs and stuff which aren't possible on other versions. I have no clue where King is anymore. He was like, oh yeah, I'll be here for 10 o'clock, and now he's nowhere to be seen. So take your pick, I guess. Team Rose can't actually triangle jump, and neither can the Team Chaotix, but however, we're not playing as them, we're playing as Team Sonic. And I love how glitchy this animation is, it's amazing. Whoop. Tomorrow we will definitely be playing Shadow the Hedgehog, and that will definitely be on the actual console rather than PC, because there is no PC port of Shadow the Hedgehog. Meaning I can't do any like fancy widescreen mods with that game, it will just be like the vanilla version of Shadow the Hedgehog on the GameCube. Although I'll be playing it for a Wii U, thanks to Nintendo, because basically, Nintendo allows me to capture the highest quality footage while not being on an emulator, meaning Whoops. Yeah, meaning I can capture the best quality footage thanks to it running all through HDMI. Without, you know, having to tax my PC by running an emulator while streaming. And it's... The main thing with Team Rose is, like, they removed a ton of enemies. But the main thing is the levels are a lot shorter, which is nice. Because I think 3 minutes is, like, the ideal length for a Sonic level. So having all the stages be that length makes it a bit easier on me. I'll ping King again. Because he didn't tell me he wasn't available. He never said that, so... A rank. We're going to be getting a lot of A ranks throughout this playthrough because it's really easy to get A ranks as Team Rose. That's not meant to happen. And I didn't mean to open that either. Brilliant. A crash. Lovely. Okay, switch characters. Yep. Let's see if it crashes in the same place again. I have a feeling it will be because maybe the cutscenes don't like... the changed characters. Oh, okay, in this mode it just completely skips the cutscene. Also, for some reason, it forces you to play with the dialogue of Team Sonic, even though obviously we're not playing with the dialogue of Team Sonic. Okay, so that is the end of that boss fight, and now we go back to the actual story mode where hopefully it won't crash. And if it does, well, I'll just keep playing the rest of the game in challenge mode then. Okay, story. I get the feeling this cutscene will also crash it, so... I get the feeling this cutscene will crash because it's like, oh, you're not supposed to be here as this character. It's taking a while to load, so... Yep, and a crash. That's what I was expecting because it tried to load Team Rose when they're not meant to be loaded. Oh well, okay, we're just gonna play the rest of the game in challenge mode then. Come on. Really? Okay. Yeah, so we can't play any stages that require cutscenes, so, whoops. So this is Grand Metropolis. What?
What just happened? So this is Grand Metropolis, and the main gimmick of this is these blue roads, which make you run faster. It's like these roads were built for me. Hey, look at that! I built a road. Yeah, but the main feature is these blue roads, which make you run faster. You know, sort of neglecting the fact we're already playing as a speed character. And honestly, like, none of the stages really have too much to talk about here. So I guess I'm going to talk about my opinions on the game as a whole. My opinions on the game as a whole is that, meh, it's okay. I think this is like always a game that I really wanted to play, because the team mechanic looks really interesting, but then you get into the game and the team mechanic is just not interesting at all. Like, the team mechanic is just really uninspired and honest. Not again. It could honestly require a lot of work that's just not there. But yeah, if they'd given it another game, it probably could have worked. But this is Sega we're talking about. They only give things one game, and if they don't work during that one game cycle, well, we're scrapping that one. There we go. Okay, we actually hit the dash panel that time. It's not that one, it's this one. Also, one thing about Team Rose is they can't light dash. However, Team Sonic can, but all of their stages have like the light dash stuff taken out. So instead, like there, we went for a ton of dash rings instead of doing a light speed dash like we would have as a Team Hero or Team Sonic, sorry. Also, I keep forgetting the triangle jump doesn't work like it did in Shadow the Hedgehog. You can't run along the wall like you could in that game, you literally just jump from side to side. And then you let go when you want to let go. You're supposed to like destroy those turtle things as power type, however if you do a rocket excel through them, you flip them upside down, then you can just homing attack them. Also, enemies with shields you do a whirlwind attack on, rest in peace Radio Whirlwind. There we go. Also, you're supposed to whirlwind into these, however, if you get a rocket excel, you can just do that into them. The rocket acceleration is really inconsistent, so like I wouldn't recommend doing them most of the time. You just do the whirlwind, because at least that's consistent. Also, there are little power-up orbs that you get from defeating enemies and general messing about. Like right here, you can get them in these containers. What they do is they make your character, well, more powerful. Speed type, it means they can take out more of their homing attack. Flight type, it means they can take out more with their thunder shoot. And for power type, it means their special attack takes out more stuff. So basically, it just upgrades your attacks rather than your all-around abilities. And we're at the end.
Yes.
I am still waiting for King, but he's still not here. So it looks like I'll be doing this one solo. It's also never very easy when you like when you got a fairly bland game. And you gotta find stuff to commentate about on it, and you can't like bring up discussions with people. Okay, power plant. Yeah, Luzo. You gotta love how big the cat sounds like an anime character, it's amazing. Okay, so power plant is a fairly boring stage. Also, transparency is broken in the widescreen fix, so platforms like that look dreadful. But yeah, Power Plant basically has a lot of these rising platforms. And, well, there's no easy way to do the stage, so all you have to do is just sort of wait. Whoops. We went slightly fast there, like not very fast, but you know, quite fast. Fast enough to fall off the stage. Really? Okay, we have to go back through this section again. We're gonna be here a while in case you didn't notice. Okay, seriously? Do you know what? I'm just gonna play the game normally as Team Rose, and I'll do all this sort of stuff later. So for now, we'll switch everything back to normal, because like I can't be bothered to mess around with going through all the menus just to be able to play as Team Sonic. So instead, I will just play as Team Rose normally, and I'm also going to get out my GameCube controller, so give me a second here. I'm aware I'm making this longer for myself, yeah. I'm going to need to close the game for now, so give me a second here, guys. I will be about 2 to 3 minutes. But yeah, we're just going to play the game normally. Whoops. I completely knocked over my gamepad. Yeah, we're going to restart the playthrough, but with normal characters this time. No messing about and not actually playing the story mode. Okay, do that. And hopefully... Whoops. And hopefully with a bit of luck, my GameCube controller should actually work. Okay, so we're going to start the game fresh. This time we're actually going to watch the opening cutscene, so I'm going to mute my mic and I'll be back in a second.
チョコラ。ほらほらみんな元気出して。きっと見つかるよ。あれこれ悩む前にまず行動。さあ出発よ。はい。
Big the Cat is a literal anime character, it's amazing. Carrots, we're gonna set up my gamepad. Right, left, that one, that one, that one, and I can actually play with a GameCube controller. Yes! This is seriously so nice. I can play with my actual GameCube controller on the PC version. Okay, so this is Seagate, and Seagate is the game's tutorial level. And, well, there's not really too much to say. Omochao bickers on quite a bit. But luckily we can't even understand him in this version. But he's just telling us stuff that we don't even need to know, and that's honestly why I'm skipping it, because I just really can't be bothered to deal with him right now. But now that we're playing with Team Rose, I can actually introduce you to a new ability. This is the belly flop, and what the belly flop allows you to do is jump off the ground and gain some extra height. It's useful in this stage in particular because you can actually belly flop off the sort of locked gate things to actually skip some enemy sections. It's quite useful. Also, fun thing about the belly flop, if you belly flop then immediately change to Amy, you get a nice speed boost. Let's try that again. If you belly flop then change immediately to Amy, you get a nice speed boost. Because the Rocket Excel as Amy is severely more difficult to do because you actually get slowed down if you mess it up. Oh, playing this with a GameCube controller is so much better. I know I was praising the Xbox One controller, but it made it a bit difficult because it just didn't feel like I was in full control. GameCube controller, this game was built for it, I'm telling you. It's an absolute beast of a controller. It's genuinely long live the GameCube controller. It's gonna come back on the Switch, I'm telling you. If it came back on the Wii, if the GameCube controller was used on the Wii U, and even, you know, if it was used on the Wii U, and even has an adapter for PC, you better know it's coming back on Switch. If the controller's still alive, like 15 years later, they're gonna bring it back again. Like, seriously, it was so nice to use on Smash Wii U. I'm glad they made an adapter just for that game. Let's see if I can get some belly flop cancels going. You need to press A as soon as you hit the ground. There we go, okay, I got a belly flop cancel going. So basically that just gives you a bit of an extra speed boost. It's not really useful. But aside from that, one thing you may notice, we're playing with the widescreen mod. The only other way to play this game in widescreen is to use a hack in the Dolphin emulator, which emulates GameCube games. And that's the issue with that is it's very taxing on your computer. Like, you require a really powerful PC to stream and use Dolphin at the same time. However, the PC version basically requires a potato PC. It was built for 2003 PC, so if you have a 2017 PC, it absolutely blitzes this game. 60 FPS, full settings, this game doesn't even care. So when you're playing, not going to be on tonight, actually might be, but just got back. Okay, so King is back, but yeah, so this is Seaside Hill. We should hopefully have less trouble here than we did before. So I should probably explain Team Rose because we're basically starting this playthrough fresh. We're pretending the last one didn't happen, but basically Team Rose. Team Rose is the game's easy mode, meaning that I can't commentate and play today because it's late. But Team Rose is the game's easy mode, meaning they have less enemies to fight and they have more. And they have shorter levels, sorry, which means basically it's the player-friendly version, or it's the beginner-friendly version of the game that the kids are supposed to play, you know. But Team Rose is the version of the game that I play whenever I play this game, just because it's PC version is getting glitchy as usual, it seems. But yeah, it's the version that I play because I think 3 minutes is the ideal length for a Sonic level, and this game has levels upwards of 7 minutes. So just, you know, actually being able to play the short stages is nice. which is the main reason why I always play Team Rose. And also, the reason we're playing Team Rose today is because Team Sonic is like double the length of Team Rose, and on top of that, I've never even beaten Team Sonic. And that's a bit of an issue, because that would mean the playthrough would be like 5 hours long, and I'd like to go to bed before 2 o'clock today, if that's okay. Because obviously, the elephant in the room, we started late today, because the Topical Resort was on, and what the Topical Resort is my weekly discussion show on Radio Sega. And today we discussed the topic of Sega Light Gun games and Sega shmups. Yes, I'm aware if you're in the stream you've already heard all this, but I'm restarting this, and because I think the playthrough started out a bit shoddy, so I'm going back from scratch and pretending that... Really? No invincibility frames. But yeah, we're pretending that the first one never happened, so... The Topical Resort focused on light gun games today, and that's a good thing, because I really enjoy some light gun games and I really enjoy some shmups. But now obviously we're here a few hours late, because it also takes me an hour to edit the podcast. Really? Okay, right, come on, Big. Yeah, but it normally takes me an hour to edit the podcast, which is why we started at 10 o'clock, and then we restarted at 10:30, meaning... you really haven't missed much. You've only missed about 10 minutes of the stream if you're just coming in now. But as you can see, the nice and lovely short levels right here. Also, I mentioned earlier, but we were playing with Japanese voices. And that's because the English voices for this game are really annoying. But also, it makes Big the Cat sound like an anime character. And who doesn't love anime Big the Cat, honestly? Also, every time I click out of the window, it actually mutes the game, so apologies about that. Because windowed mode in this game is rather broken. Windowed mode in this game is basically, well, it acts like a windowed mode, except it mutes itself when you click out of it, which is a bit of an issue. Because in every other game, like I've been playing on PC, whether it be on Fusion, or whether it be SA1, or whether it be SA2, I've been using mods called Keep Alive. Can't speak. I've been using mods called Keep Alive, and what Keep Alive does is it means even when you click outside the window, you can still play the game, and you can still use your controller. That's very useful, because that means I can click into like Discord and stuff while I'm playing the game, and you guys won't even notice, and it won't pause the game, it won't pause the sound. However, Sonic Heroes has nothing like that in the options menu, and there's no mod for it. Meaning, every time I click out, you're going to be able to not hear the audio. So try not to do that during cutscenes, but I may do it during like end level cards, like check Discord or check some other stuff. But also, it's going to get to the point in a bit where I'm not going to want to speak too loud, because it is currently 11 o'clock here, and this playthrough will be going quite late into the night. Well, not quite late into the night, it will be like an hour long, but still... you know, this playthrough will be going decently. It's sort of late. Also, I'm not going to miss tomorrow having the audio delay. Because, also... Team Rose doesn't have the triangle jump, which is an ability that Team Sonic and Team Dark have, meaning you have to play that stage differently. But I can't. Yeah, I'm not gonna miss. I'm gonna miss today, should I say? Because tomorrow is the first time I'm gonna be playing. Tomorrow's the first time I'm gonna be playing a console game in this marathon, which means I have to use my capture card. But there's one issue with my capture card. It has a, on my end, it has a 2-second audio delay. Also, I should set my Steam. Actually, I'm going to do that. I'm going to set my Steam to offline. Yeah, so my capture card has like a 2-second audio delay, meaning either I have to delay my own voice, which I don't want to do, or I have to listen to the delayed audio in my ears, which is the one I normally do. So I'm going to have like a 2-second delay behind. As well as the fact, like, my reactions won't be in time with those of the game, and my controller, like, the noises of my controller won't be in time with those of the game, so I deeply apologise for that. But yeah, we're gonna go offline. And there we go. Okay, so the reason the game was, like, stuttering was because for some reason Steam was, like, eating my CPU. Because every time, like, someone was playing a game, it was like, it shows up in the corner, except for some reason that was eating up all my CPU and it was causing the game to run slowly. I don't know why. I think it's because it clicks out the window for like a brief second. But yeah, like having this new PC is really nice, even though it's not new anymore. But like having it's really nice because I can finally stream PC games properly. Because like, I used to be able to stream SA2, but it used to be like I had to turn the bitrate really far down, and I'd have to play in like a silly, like really small resolution. But now I can play it at like 720p and still stream at a normal bitrate, which is lovely. Because right now I'm playing this game in 720p windowed, and I'm also still streaming at 1000 bits. Whereas before, I wouldn't have even been able to play the PC version of this game, and I'd be streaming at 500. So, like, you know, already leaps and bounds above the old method. Okay, let's keep going. I really do apologise about this, by the way. I really did look into ways to make it so the sound didn't mute, but I really have to click out the window sometimes. Yeah, the loading takes a while for some reason on the PC version, despite the... from what I've heard, load times are like really inconsistent on the PC version of Heroes. Because I know for a fact that on my old PC, the load times were instant. Like, literally less than a second long. But on this PC, despite the fact, you know, it should be faster and all that, because one, it's new, and two, it's better, the load times are like 10 seconds each, and I've heard people with really good PCs have issues with load times in this game because like, it's just completely random. Like some PCs will have really good, some will have really bad, just not even depending on specs, it's just like completely random. But yeah, so I have really long load times on this PC, so apologies about that. But this isn't the easiest way to do this boss, it's just I somehow wound up on the top of him. So, we're gonna come down here. No, you don't do the belly flop. You don't do the belly flop big. Really? Okay. Brilliant. So, I just missed out on my opportunity to get an A rank. Never mind. We still did that in under a minute, and that's the requirement for an A rank. Also, I should probably turn off Heroes Memory Editor now. A rank, nice. Japanese voice acting is just so much better. And you've also got the fact that Big the Cat sounds like an anime character. And we haven't even mentioned Big the Cat once. Yes, Big the Cat is a massive meme. He's a massive meme in the Sonic community because he's, quite frankly, a really bad character. And everyone will tell you, no, he's a really good character, he's a really good character. They're just saying it for the memes. If he wasn't a meme, he could be considered like the worst character in the series. But he's a meme, so everyone loves him. And so do I, really. He's earned his place as a meme, honestly. You know, he's worthy. Also, on the Xbox One controller, I couldn't use the triggers as camera buttons, but on the GameCube controller, for some reason, the analogs are triggers are recognized as digital rather than analog. So that means I get to use them as buttons. Ha 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 ha. Well, I think it's because when you press it down, it's a button, but when you're just like holding it slightly, it's analog, so it doesn't detect that, but it detects when you press it as a button. But that's nice for me because I get to emulate exactly the control scheme. I get to emulate the exact control scheme from the GameCube version, aka the best controlling version. Come on, grab the handle. But yeah, why is that not falling? Oh, because I need to destroy him as well. There we go. But yeah, Team Rose is seriously the best team in this game, just because they like make the level length actually bearable. Because when you're like not pulling your hair out of the amount of deaths you're having in this game is really fun. But every other team, you're just pulling your hair out constantly. But Team Rose, you actually get some time to stop, chillax. Okay. So you can use your tornado attack as the speed type character to get rid of shields, and that is also how you rise up poles. Not pun, innuendo entirely intended, that's what I meant, not pun. No, innuendo and pun are two very different things, thank you very much. Yeah, that's how you rise up the pole. You can also rocket excel onto poles, however it's very inconsistent. It's very inconsistent as Team Rose because the rocket excel rarely happens. Also, power-up orbs. You collect power-ups either through monitors or you collect them through destroying enemies. They level up your attack skills. They level up your attack skills no matter which character you're playing as. For Amy, it levels up her homing attack, which allows you to defeat enemies quicker. For Cream, it increases her Thundershoot, which allows you to attack enemies quicker, or defeat enemies quicker as well. And for Big, it increases his special move, which allows him to defeat enemies quicker. So yeah, every stage is roughly around this length, which is a good thing if you ask me. Anyways, on to Power Plant, which has a lot of auto-scroller sections, which you can't do anything with. You basically just sort of have to sit there. So normally we would like sing a song to pass the time, but I don't know any songs or like any parodies of this song. This stage is super slow. Going slow up this escalator. Dun, 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 dun. This escalator is really slow. I no longer have to stall for that time because now I have gotten off the escalator. Bum bum ba bum. Whoa, okay, I completely missed the spring there and actually did that as Sonic as well. Oh, no, you're going back for that checkpoint. Because last time I missed it, I had to go back to the beginning, and I'm not doing that again. So yeah, Power Plant is honestly, in my opinion, a worse stage than Grand Metropolis. The music's worse, the level design's a lot more uninspired. The only fun part, which is the rising section, which isn't even fun to some people, isn't even here as Team Rose. So it's just a very bland level in my opinion. Also, this is what happens when you mess up a Rocket Excel as Team Rose, except I got it that time. Basically, you actually get slowed down, unlike every other team where you just do a kick. You actually get slowed down as Team Rose. So there's sort of a reason there to stop you from doing the Rocket XL all the time, because it actually slows you down if you mess it up. So don't mess it up, kids. You know, don't mess your opportunities up. Okay, that was good, but that didn't work. As you can see, we have a fully leveled up Cream, which means we can destroy enemies in one, I can't think what it's called, in one Thundershot, sorry, that's it, yeah. You can destroy enemies in one Thundershot with a fully leveled up Cream. With Amy, you can destroy robots in one hit with your homing attack, and with Big, you can just completely obliterate everything with your fully upgraded special attack. Okay, so I'm just checking Discord currently. Somehow I beat the best time for that stage that was already on this 100% save file, which I downloaded on the internet. Okay, you didn't get to hear any of that cutscene. I apologise, I didn't even know it was on. The tactic with these team battles is you stand in the middle and you spam the Thundershoot, so get comfy. Yeah, get away, Sonic. If you don't defeat them within like the first 10 seconds, they just don't go away. Seriously, you're just like a plague, go away. Seriously, come on now, die. Why won't you die? There we go. Yay, B rank, except we could have done it faster if, you know, they wanted to die. Casino Park, this is actually this would be my favourite stage in the game. There's just one slight issue that we'll get to, trust me. Also, Sonic cutscenes take place in weird places. This one of those examples. This cutscene takes place at the end of the stage, you then get teleported back to the beginning of the stage, and then you come back to the end of the stage again. And Amy makes a reference to Casinopolis, a stage from Sonic 1, which was also, ironically, my least favourite stage from that game too. Also mentioned this before, transparency is completely broken on the widescreen fix for this game, meaning textures like that are broken, so I apologise. Maybe actually I'm going to look for it right now. I'm going to put the texture files into the game as we speak. Whoops. That was intentional, you know. Okay. Transparency fixes. Copy and paste. We're actually going to fix that now while we're at the beginning of the stage, so I apologise, but we'll be back on regular track. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that there. I meant to drag you here. Why won't you die? No, don't do that. Yes. Cancel. 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 38. Okay, and I'm going to restart the game. So back in a sec. Back in a sec, nerds. But yeah, we're doing that so the textures actually show up properly, which I should have done before the stream if I knew they were going to break. Okay. Let's go back to the story mode. We're up, you can count on me. Okay, alright. Yeah. So let's see if that actually fixed it. Come on, load times, anytime now.
それにしてもやられたふりしてまで逃げるなんてソニックさんってよっぽど何よいやなんでも
Nothing. Find Eggman and I'll find my Sonic. You ready? Okay, so let's see if that fixed it. Yes, it fixed it. Okay, thank goodness. So now transparent textures actually work properly on my copy of the game. Because the... Whoops. The issue is, what happens is... Basically, the widescreen patch breaks a ton of textures, but I forgot to add the files to the game, which fix the textures on the widescreen version. So now we've added them back in, mid-playthrough might I remind you, and now we're officially ready to play Sonic Heroes properly. Yosh. So yeah, I said this would be my favourite stage in the game if it weren't for something, and this is that something. These are pinball sections, and pinball sections in Sonic games never work because they're never well designed. Surprise, surprise, this is not an exception. This pinball is horrible because the camera angle's bad, the controls are bad. It just does not work. So this really is not an exception. Aside from that, this stage would be pretty good, but unfortunately it's like 90% pinball. Whoop. Hey, you just, like, even when you think you're in control, you just go flying all over the place. It's just not good controls, especially for a... Like, pinball is something you want really tight controls for, so when you don't have tight controls, you've messed up. Also, nice little skip there that you can do. Ooh, and we're at the end of the stage. And an A rank, lovely. So imagine Casino Park, and imagine if it was cranked up to 11, you would get Bingo Highway. Bingo Highway is Casino Park with 10 times more pinball and 10 times more nothing. I didn't say AIDS, whatever you think. Yes, it is tons of pinball mixed in with tons of just sections where you're free falling like this, trying to avoid obstacles. It's horrible. It's absolutely horrible, despite what people sometimes tell you. But for the most part round here, we're gonna be keeping it quiet, obviously, because it's getting late. But we are going to be going through this horrible, horrible stage. Really? Ooh. Whoops. Oh well, just have to go through another awful pinball section. Awful pinball is my favourite type of pinball. Hey, what's up, King? And you can't be on voice chat, that's fine. Just hope you're doing well. Whoops. I'll just defeat this enemy instead then. In that case, if anyone wants to hop on Discord for some co-commentary, I tried to make it up to me by 06, but I'm not doing 06, you scrub. And also, thanks for the cool story, Bob. Cool story, Bob. Also, King, what are your opinions on Big the Cat as an anime character in this game? It's glorious, if I do say so myself. I think this is the one where I can... Nope, it's not. Never mind. Apologies for having a sense of hope. Big the Cat is thick. Yes, he is. He's fucking fit. Nothing. Oh god, I thought this was a Christian stream. No 06. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to play 06 because 06 is part of the main series though. No, it's not. You scrub. Yeah, but no, seriously, the main reason why I didn't include 06 is because 1, I don't consider it part of the main series. But 2, the main reason is it would take way too much time. Like, it would take more than 1 day. And I'm not even sure I could beat it, so it's just like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it. It was just a decision, I'm like, well, I'm on a tight schedule anyway, so... I'm on a tight schedule anyway, 15 days, 15 games after all. So, do I add another game? So, do I add another game which will add even more time onto the schedule? Considering Lost World is on Monday and Mania's on Tuesday, I basically don't get a single break, and it would require me to work even harder around the clock, so it's just like, yeah, that's not really an option. Whoops. Big the Cat's thick, but I'm on holiday when Mania gets delivered. What day does like the collector's edition come out? Does it come out later than the actual game? Why is the game suddenly running really slowly? Oh, it's because there were too many enemies on the screen, that's why. Oh, so it comes out on the same day then. But like, why are you on holiday? Like, you didn't order the Switch version, did you? Because like, just buy the Switch version on the same day and take it on the go. Like, just pay the extra 15 quid, get the Switch version, and that way, now the same day if Amazon actually gets it here on time. Yeah, but like, just basically just buy the digital version on Switch for an extra £15. That way you can take it with you when you're on holiday, going to see Auntie. Yeah, but like, you can still play video games when you're going to see family. Like, that's how it works. It's an actual rule. Like, it's a rule. If you're seeing family, you're allowed to play video games. It's actually written in the Bible. I bet you didn't know that. Ignore the parts like where it says like don't sin and stuff. Yeah, but I'm already way out down the country. True, but like nick someone's internet, then pay the £15, then download it. nick someone's hotspot. That's what I do all the time when I don't have Wi-Fi. Or when I don't have any 3G left. I look for someone's hotspot, or I look for an open Wi-Fi network, and I steal theirs. And then I download games. Thanks for that, host Braxy. How are you doing today? Past your bedtime, kiddies. Time to tuck you in. Eggman, shut up. It's only 11 o'clock, man. I love whispering into the mic. I feel like I'm doing ASMR. Hi guys, welcome to Viper ASMR. Oh, I love those like ASMR videos where people are just like screaming into the microphone. It's amazing. Why Hey, sorry, a bit late. It's a stream. That's fine. Hey, how are you doing, Supersonic Swag today? But why am I using Japanese voice actors? Because originally I was using a mod to play as the Team Sonic within Team Rose's story, meaning I could play with a better character, or meaning I could play with Team Sonic like in the easier levels. So I was gonna do that, and I turned on the Japanese voice acting because Tails' voice is a meme, and it's awful. But then when I actually came back to Team Rose, I just never turned off the voices, so everything's in Japanese. Also, let's get a Team Blast. Level up, level up, level up. But yeah, that's the main reason for the Japanese voice actors. Aside from that, as I've already mentioned, playing on the PC version so I can get that nice widescreen. And I'm also playing on the game controller. There we go, we got all the questions that people are going to have out of the way. This boss fight's pretty boring. There's another one of these later in the game. But basically you just have to defeat all the enemies as quickly as possible. Don't get too excited, boys. Those were the easy ones. Let's just check some other stuff quickly. What does Froggy smell like, I wonder? If he smells froggy, like, does he just smell like stale water? Or like 2-day-old washing up like water? That's what I want to know. But fun fact, the easiest way to do this stage is actually that's not how you do it. The quickest way to do this stage is switch back and forth between power and speed, and then mash the B button. Whoops. Whoops. I forgot to change the switch. Not the switch is in the console, I forgot to flip the switch here. Whoops. that works, I guess. I'm trying to do it, but it's just not working or whatever. Oops. Sorry if I accidentally knocked the mic there and caused a little bit of damage to your ears. I apologise. I'm not held accountable though, you can't sue me sadly. If you went like deaf, although if you actually went deaf, I'm questioning how loud you had this and what set of speakers you actually had the stream on. Did you have it on like Bose surround sound, 360 no scope, you know, all that sort of stuff? No. Go the other way. I don't think that's the way you meant to go, Amy. Honestly. Amy, that's not the way you meant to go. And we die anyway. The rails in this level are so broken at times, that's especially true, yeah. The rail switch... See? Not again, yeah, but the rail switching is especially broken, because like, sometimes it'll work, and then when it actually when you actually don't want it to work, because you want to... When you don't want it to work because you want to jump off, suddenly you accidentally switch rails. That wasn't the rail she was meant to switch to, but she switched to that rail anyway. That's how you actually meant to do it. Whoop. Whoops. So we just run out alongside these trains right here. As long as they don't hit us, we don't mind them. Then again, we can sue them as well, so, you know, not too bad. I'll sue you for 10 gold rings. As opposed to what rings? Silver rings? Ha ha ha, no, I'm so funny. This is what happens when you try to commentate in the middle of the night and you just come up with random stuff. Also Rip King, I guess. Awesome. Okay, C rank is awful. Also, apologise, every time I click out the window, the music completely goes. Come on. Why can't I click inside the game window again? I just want to find Eggman's base. That's what I want to do. There we go. Okay.
してみたら
Okay, so this stage has a weird gimmick where it just basically shoots you in a turret. See, unlike Shadow the Hedgehog, where you're firing bullets, you are the bullets here, so could this game be considered M for mature? We may never know. I don't know, despite the fact we just move left and right in the air and we're not even in the air anymore. I don't know, Big. Can we move left and right in the air? Also, how was I doing a triangle jump? I'm not meant to be able to do a triangle jump as Team Rose. That's a bit weird. Is that still like the leftovers of me playing as Team Sonic earlier, I guess? Okay, so this is also new to Bullet Station. These train sections where you just run along the platform and eventually you destroy a button which takes you back to here. I think this stage is a bit more bearable than the first one. It's also very short. Like, look, we're already at the end of the level. But yeah, playing that stage as Team Sonic, I think it's a lot more bearable than Rail Canyon, but it's still like not very good. Okay, there we go. A rank, because that stage is incredibly quick, and if you don't get an A rank on that, what are you doing? Okay, so this is one of the more annoying bosses in this game. This is the Egghawk from the original combined with 3 other creations. It's a complete clusterfuck it's a complete clusterfuck of a boss, honestly. It's really bad. It's even worse as the other teams, but here it's like semi-bearable. Okay, I was going to pause buffer there because I thought I was going to die. Okay, so I'm going to do the Team Blast glitch here. Can you even do it in this version? I don't think you can. I don't think you can. That's slightly worrying. Yeah, you can't. Okay. In that case, I will have to get Team Blast another way. Oops. And finally, we gotta deal with this douchebag. The Egghawk who we fought in the first stage of the game, and here he has significantly less health, so we're just gonna twat him. And come on. Actually, let me homing attack him, please. Okay, there we go. Boss defeated. Nope. Okay, there we go. Nope. Click in the window again, please. He's just a man in search for his frog. There's nothing wrong here. So now that brings us on to the rather well-known Frog Forest, but sadly Froggy is not located here. Instead, we have tediously long load times. This is like one of the best stages in this game, in my opinion. Just pure speed action. Its sister stage isn't as good, but this stage is really good. Yeah, but this is mainly just designed to be a speed type stage, so you can get through most of it as just Amy alone. Whoops. Also, you're not meant to be able to lightspeed dash, Amy. Amy can lightspeed dash and triangle jump. I think that's a leftover from when I had the Team Sonic mod turned on. Whoops. I didn't mean to do that again. But yeah, Amy's not supposed to be able to lightspeed dash, so I think I broke the game in that regard. Whoops. Don't do that again. Nope. Either you rocket excel or you don't rocket excel. There we go, okay. Whoops. See, this is what I mean. It's pure speed. Whoops. Obviously there are still some parts we have to use other characters, because otherwise this wouldn't be Sonic Heroes, this would just be Sonic. But you know, for the most part, keeping it speedy, no matter who we're playing as. Fast and fluid, that's the main aim of the Sonic game. Ooh, he.
落ちないように気をつけてください。
Honestly, like, whoops. Now that I'm playing with the GameCube version, I'm actually really enjoying the PC version. I think I'm gonna actually like use this version for like normal playthroughs of this game from now on. It's like I got my faith to the GameCube version, but like widescreen, Japanese voices, and all that good stuff is way too tempting to not use on my next playthrough. So it looks like we're gonna be using this next time.
こんな花でも空を飛べるのね。お花になったみたいで嬉しいです。よし。
Yosh.
落ちないように気をつけてください。
Whoops. And here we are at the end. Apologies, 'cause I really do need to check stuff, because I'm waiting on some messages. Or I could just use my phone, actually, that's a better idea.
3人いればどんなことでもへっちゃらです。
Okay, on to Lost Jungle, and as Team Sonic, this was the stage that forced many of us to rage quit many times. However, with Team Rose, they obviously removed the difficult bit, meaning it's smooth sailing.
この森にカエルくんいるかな。
Whoa, okay, that looks a bit weird on the PC version. Like, those textures just went a slight bit dark. Whoops, knocked my mic again, sorry, apologies. Whoops. Okay, I got a bit too dangerous with that skip there, but luckily I still made it. I didn't make that one, that was stupid. So we're gonna try it again, because we have like 89 lives, as it says there, so I can afford to do stupid shit. Whoops, messed that one up again. Whoops. Shoot. Whatever, we're gonna play the stage normally now. Would have been nice if I got that rocket acceleration as I go into the speed bit. How's the stream going? Also, why Japanese? Because I was playing as Team Sonic earlier and I wanted the Japanese voice turn on because Tails sucks. Also, the stream is going well. Thank you, Jamie, and how was Sega Mixer Drive? Shit, not again. That always happens on that bit. Hopefully that should make... There we go. Let's make a mixed drive was great, like always. Bev knows how to do a show. Suck up, suck up, suck up. Sorry, did I say that out loud? Also, where's the rest of my team? They've all just gone. Despite the fact it says they've disappeared, they're just... Okay, sure that works. And we're already at the end. There's way more if you play as the other teams, but as the case with every Team Rose level, it's, you know, short. That's the word. Whoops, I didn't mean to skip the cutscene. Also, fun trying to hijack the voice chat and you can't hear me. Ah, I see, okay. Sorry, I will, because I have my cables turned off, that's why I'll be able to hear you, because I have my streaming cables on. There we go, I can hear you now.
So who you calling a suck off?
You?
I'm never a suck off.
You're always a suck up.
Name one time.
Literally just a second ago.
What, with that one person? That doesn't mean anything. I could say Chopaku was a
Mess.
picture. Oh, I can't even say that with a straight face.
I was gonna say Jamie's not a suck up, but I can't even say that without a straight face, right? Okay, anyway, so I need to explain this and then I'll actually start talking. So, gonna be doing a glitch here. I know, right? A glitch in a modern Sonic game. What a shock! But what this one does.
A Viper playthrough with a glitch. Oh wow, how surprising!
So what this one does is I can instantly kill Team Chaotix as soon as the stage starts, so I can finish the stage in basically like 2 seconds. They're just completely teabagging me right now, so we're gonna restart. Nope, get away, get away. I think that's a good angle. And we got it first time, so you kill them right on startup, so except 2 of them didn't die. Brilliant.
And my stream's on a bit more of a delay tonight.
What? This should be a good angle. Nope, okay, didn't get any of them. Brilliant. This normally takes a few tries, but it's entertaining to pull off, so I'll keep going for it.
So you've done Team Sonic, you said?
No, I just started playing them, but I didn't finish playing. Damn it! Sorry, I really want to get this because it's just really funny. Just actually like getting them all to die right at the beginning.
How many lives?
80 because I'm playing on a fucking hell, right? Okay. This normally takes less attempts. Okay, they're standing further back on this version, that's why. There we go, okay. These 2 survived, these 2 bastards. Yeah, I'm doing it normally now, but I think they fixed it on the PC version because it's super easy on the GameCube version.
Either that or I could just say the usual thing.
You sir. Yeah, but I got it literally last playthrough because I was showing it off just for fun and got it first try, so these mini boss fights suck, which is why I always try and do that. Really?
At least Sonic Paradox made him look entertaining.
How did they do a team blast when they were dead on the floor? Whatever, right, we're gonna try it again because I hate this boss fight.
Okay, what an attack. They were banned.
Actually, just genuinely good. The only other tactic is you literally just spam flight, but that's not even a tactic. See, because they're literally just going around the outside, and then Vector's just taking a ton of hits. This is not a boss fight. Where even is he? He's just disappeared. They both have the same idea as me, they're just spamming flight. Okay, right. This boss fight fucking sucks. That's all I have to say about it.
I would say keep the stream PG, but you didn't even keep your own shirt PG.
Exactly. I think that's good. Yep, okay. That's about as good as we're gonna get it, apparently. There we go, okay, thank you.
It took you, what, 7 lives?
Yeah, because the rest of the time they were just completely killing me as soon as I started.
So that's what he was trying to do.
No, because there's a glitch where they literally all fly off the stage right at the beginning, except for some reason on the PC version, only SBO flies off the stage.
Okay, that's kind of a weird victory pose.
It is.
Yeah, so what should we do? We'll just push Big around to Jiggles.
Now that's the pinnacle of jiggle physics, Big's belly.
Now Big's the fat man.
The fat man.
And I thought Sonic 06 had one loading screens.
I mentioned this earlier, but the PC version's loading screens are completely random. On my old PC, which was less powerful, the load times were instant, but on this PC the load times are like 10 seconds. Even people with like better PCs than this, like £1,000 PCs and stuff, still have 10-second load times. It's just completely random based on your PC. It's really stupid, I don't know why it works like that.
Just think this game was built on the most common game engine of the time.
I can't remember what it's built on. What's it built on?
Renderware.
Ugh. They scrapped their like actually good Sonic Team engine to use renderware. Oh dear.
I don't know. It had some good games out of it.
Name some good games, I guess. Go right ahead.
The Grand Theft Auto PS2 games.
True. Like most games using it were just like a hot mess. Like it's just like it was the Unity of its day.
It's a British game engine.
Huh.
It was made by, was it? I can't remember the names. It Criterion Games, the people who were behind the Burnout franchise.
Huh. I mean, that's a good franchise of games.
And then EA scrapped it.
Yep.
Like everything they do. They scrapped the good stuff.
Yeah, like every game used it back in the day, so it eventually just became known as like sort of the bad game engine. It's like Unity in that regard. Like good games use Unity, but like all the good games that use Unity don't show the fact they use Unity, and all the bad ones show that they use it.
Is it me or does the level design of this seem a bit all over the place?
Partly, and partly because we're playing as Team Rose as well. Just the level design's messed up because they basically butchered it so they could make it easier, and also I died.
So Team Rose being the easy mode of the game.
Yep, they basically like chopped up the levels to make them really easy, but at the same time like they're the ideal length because they're all 3 minutes long as Team Rose.
おし反対になっちゃった
So I assume Team Sonic's normal.
Team Sonic's normal, Team Dark is hard mode, and Team Chaotix is like its own little beast. Because Team Chaotix is like mission mode, where like you have to complete specific objectives.
落ちないように気をつけてね
Ah, so something they took from the Sonic Adventure games.
Yep, except it's a really boring mission mode because the first one is literally, well you know this because you've watched Seaside Denied, but the first one's find 10 hermit crabs.
落ちないでね
Who thought of that?
I don't know, it's very random, like you go to the casino, it's like find 10 casino chips.
Okay, they needed to think of better ideas back then.
Exactly. Team Chaotix would like honestly be my favourite to play as if they just played the game normally like the rest of the teams.
I may have not played the game, but I know roughly some of the characters' stories. Isn't Team Rose, was it after Churkle and Froggy?
Yeah. It's a really
Sure.
boring story.
Churkle had the chow you only see in one game and never see back. What was the point of creating a one-hit wonder character?
So you mean Cream the Rabbit as well then?
No, because Cream appeared in Sonic Advance 2.
No, but Cream appeared in Advance 2 just to sort of set her up for Heroes.
僕が
Cream's also appeared in some other games.
But not as playable though.
Sonic Advance 3.
True, but I wasn't counting that.
Plus, Cream actually was the character in Sonic Advance 2 to actually have an important story plot, character-wise.
I don't know, I just remember her mum gets saved at the end of the game. That's literally all I remember about that game. Aside from the levels themselves.
That's what it is. I think Sonic rescues Cream, and then because Eggman's kidnapped Vanilla, Cream goes out on her own adventure to save her own mother.
Goals. That is actually family goals though, like unlike all those like really bad like Facebook images that like, you know, like families like doing just like sitting around in their chairs. Like family goals, real family goals is actually rescuing your own mother from Eggman.
While with Sonic and the other characters, it's just the same generic plot.
Exactly. You gotta love Knuckles in Advance too.
I can't remember Knuckles in Advance 2.
When he gets rescued by Sonic, he's just like really sarcastic. It's great.
お化けには当た
Oh yeah, he hates being rescued.
Exactly.
And he still somewhat hates Sonic.
Exactly. That's why it's so great. It's like comedy gold.
ブレーキよりすぐだからジャンプはエボタンよ
They need to make Knuckles more lovable again.
True, instead of just being the comic relief character.
That's only in Boom.
Well, no, but like I think they took away like I think like Adventure 1's like his best portrayal, and then like after that all the others are pretty good, but I missed the part where it was like actually a guardian and he could be really serious while still getting tricked.
Even though that person's shipped in numerous times before.
Yeah.
They took advantage of that in Sonic X at least.
Yeah, true. So you now definitely know that Last Call isn't on, right?
Yeah.
満足
It's just that I was so used to the weekly last call. It's
There was no like actual announcement this bi-weekly.
was last season though, wasn't it?
No, it was,
More frequent than it was this season.
yeah, because like there was no announcement that it was bi-weekly. It just like went to bi-weekly and we were told, but like they didn't like announce it to public. that there's no shows on for the rest of the night now because RSN's not on either. Normally I'd stay up to like listen to RSN, but you know it's not on, so I may as well just not bother. Obviously.
I don't listen to it anyway.
The issue is no one actually like markets it correctly. Like if there were like more posts about it on social media, it'd actually do really well. 'Cause it's basically just random talk the show.
Is RSN Live the one with the Sonic fan stories?
Yeah.
It's just, I can't remember the story exactly, but I remember one from, was it Winterfest 2015?
Yeah, 'cause it was the first show of Winterfest that year.
Yeah, and it was the only episode I ever tuned into because of the time it was on.
Yeah, the issue is like, obviously, he doesn't respond to Discord, so you have to go onto his ISE server to actually get like any form of answer.
That's not very interactive.
No, but it runs off his own network because it was his own radio show, and then Simon goes, hey, bring this over to our network, so he still does everything on his network.
It'd be nice to be included there at least.
Yeah, but one, he doesn't like Discord, and two, it still all runs on his own. It's mainly on his own website and just cast on Radio Sega because Simon keeps asking for it to be on. So he doesn't really pay attention to the actual Radio Sega IRC either, he only pays attention to his own. Yeah, like it's a good show like when you actually get everything set up and you can listen in. Especially since you can like, actually call into it as well. Like, he just opens the phone line to anyone.
Now here's a question, why does Big have a Japanese power sword that looks like it's for girls?
Perhaps he is a girl, like that would explain the purple colour scheme.
You ever notice all the Sonic characters seem to have big hands and big feet?
Clearly it's Sonic Team's fetish, I mean what?
Well, I suppose to say artists or franchises have to have like their own character design style, so I suppose that's going to be theirs.
Yeah, but Sonic, I think it's because it makes them a lot more cartoony. That's like one of the typical character traits for a cartoony character, like over-exaggerated limbs.
The only thing cartoony I noticed the Japanese don't go about is the same as America, like, was it 3 fingers and a thumb?
Yep, pretty much. Don't Sonic characters have like 4 fingers, I think?
Yeah, anything Japanese seems to have the right amount of digits and everything, so...
I mean, it makes sense because like it doesn't really make things that much easier to animate. Because that was why it was done, just to make it easy to animate.
Yeah, it was too much of a time and cost back in the early days.
But even then, like 1 extra finger doesn't even take that long to animate.
I can't remember the reason why all characters wore gloves though.
They're just, once again, like the sort of Mickey Mouse effect, just adds to the cartooniness, I guess. And plus, have you ever seen like video game characters like not wear gloves? It's really weird unless like a really realistic character.
It don't really bother me. It doesn't look weird to me, it's just...
When you see like fan art of Sonic without gloves, it looks really weird. But I guess that's just because you're used to the character like that. If the character was like that in the first place, it wouldn't really be that strange.
I've seen Sonic without his sneaks once.
Never again.
That was on Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog.
I instantly don't want to know anymore, I've heard enough.
I think he lost his sneaks or something and he was barefooted partially throughout the episode.
That sounds horrifying and also very DeviantArt friendly. DeviantArt the episode, hell yeah.
It was the 90s.
True, you could basically do anything.
90s where kids get their latest foot fetish.
Exactly. So you haven't really played this game, so you like wouldn't really have an opinion. So I can't really ask you for it like I did on previous games. This is actually my favourite level in the game. Just I love the aspect of like hopping from airship to airship. And hey, what's up, Burnsies? How are you doing today? Yeah, I just love the aspect of hopping from airship to airship. It's like just such a shame that this isn't the final level, and the final level's really bland.
So what is it, instead of Eggman just having the one flying fortress, he has multiple?
Yeah, and you just like jump between them, like using like power-ups and just physical like jumping.
I don't know why, but I just think it's too weird, but it's because of just used to him having the one fortress and get it over and done with.
Exactly, but when you're playing the level, it's like super cool. Like it just flows together really well, and it like obviously allows for multiple pathways and stuff.
I'm assuming this way is the easy way due to Team Lurs.
Yeah, it skips out like an entire section of the fortress. Or no, like actually what you do is you like press a button on one of the massive fortresses at the end of the stage, and then that sends you to like a second sky full of massive fortresses. Which is a shame, because I might actually go back and play this level as another team or something, because this stage is so good and it gets cut in half.
Out of Team Lurs, I feel sorry for Queen Immersed.
Why? Because she's carry big.
Not just that, she has to put up with basically a fangirl and big. Because it's big.
Big is a fangirl.
What's she, like 6 years old and she's carrying a...
She's carrying a tubby cat. That's what my life's come to, it seems.
I feel sorry for... Where? I wonder what a mother thinks in these predicaments, because she's out here doing dangerous situations and...
Mother probably joins in.
Worst parent of the year.
There are worse.
Well, she was even worse than Sonic X. Mom, I want to go out in space. Okay. Have fun.
Mum, I want to go and meet Tails' plant girlfriend in space. And that would have been a good way to end the game, but nope, they had to ruin the perfect end stage. And instead, we have another end stage, Final Fortress, which is such a downgrade from this stage.
Just notice, like, you just skip flying over the door and everything. What's the point of blocking them off with enemies when you can just skip most of the stage?
Yeah, you're not supposed to be able to do that, but it's just like you can get enough height to like clear that, and then you can just skip around it.
Did no one test the game?
No, because fun fact, that they literally were sleep deprived while making this game and actually starving because of how hard they worked on this game.
Wow.
Exactly, and yet it turned out, and yet people still bash this game, and I'm like, I don't particularly like this game, but I try to go easy on it because they worked so hard in this game and like gave up everything, and it turned out like it did, which is really sad.
At least it's no Sonic 06.
Yeah, true. It is actually competent. Hang on, I thought you liked 06. Were you just lying the entire time?
I like it, but I still bash it for what it is.
It's okay, but it could have been so much better.
Like I say, I still love the game for what it is, but I can also see all its many, many flaws. So,
Yeah.
I think it's one of those cases where, you know, you get those people who love really terrible movies.
Yeah, exactly, because you can find enjoyment out of terrible movies, because...
That Sonic 06 is... That's why I love Sonic 06 so much, because I can still find enjoyment out of the final product.
Yeah, it's like the mentality for bad movies. A good movie... Oh. Whoops. It's 12... It's 12 o'clock, which means my... my SQL's updating again. Yeah, but it's like the mentality of bad movies. A good movie will be remembered forever for all the changes it made to the industry. A bad movie will be remembered forever for all of the flaws it made, or for all the mistakes it made and all the flaws it had.
and how laughably bad it is, but a mediocre film will be forgotten forever because it has nothing to enjoy and nothing to laugh at. Let's see what Burns has to say. Sonic 06 would actually be enjoyable to play if it were on PC and didn't have shitty loading times. I don't understand enjoying 06 ironically when it wastes so much of your time. That's sort of true, but like...
That adds to the charm to me.
I think 06 is like, sort of... Like, I don't think it's a good game, but like... And I don't like it ironically, but I sort of like enjoy it because, you know, like... Obviously, I don't do this, but like, get around with some friends, like a few friends, get around, like, have some drinks, like, get just like a party sort of going, or just like a few people around, and just you can just play Sonic 06 and just completely riff on the game, like, just make fun of it the entire time, and that's sort of where the fun is, like, making fun of the game with like a group of friends and playing it. Like, that's where the sort of fun comes from. The game itself. Wait, sorry. The game itself is horrible, but like playing it with friends and stuff, and you like, you know, making sort of an experience out of it and a joke out of it, I think that's where the fun comes from.
I wouldn't say the game's horrible. I've played worse games.
True. I feel like the amount of time spent loading still hurts the enjoyment. Yeah, that's true, but I don't know, the load times aren't that bad for me, but from where I'm coming, like, obviously, you know, a lot of people, like you obviously, and probably Burns, grew up with like games of 0 load times, cartridge games. When I grew up with games of massive load times, like 360 games that all have 30-second load times. So like the 06's load times aren't even that bad to me because like I'm just used to it. Like I just like, you know, check my phone, or I do something else, or I'm talking to someone while I'm waiting for those load times.
What's that? Could just make fun of a competent game. You mean like Bubsy?
Bubsy, what a classic game. Yeah, you could make fun of a competent game, but at the same time there's something like it's like watching a bad movie. It's like, you know, you can watch a good movie, or you can I also messed that up, but you could watch a bad movie and have tons of enjoyment just making fun of it. It's like different strokes for different folks. Some people prefer watching good stuff, some people prefer watching bad stuff.
By the way, I blame the Sonic community for Bubsy.
Yep.
Hey, look, it's Bubsy in the new Sonic game. 2 weeks later, hey, we're announcing a new Bubsy game.
But I do definitely agree, yeah, the load times do take out of it, like the experience. Just making fun of its badness, yeah, I think that's mainly where the enjoyment comes from, but obviously that doesn't redeem the game at all, no. I still think it's a bad game, but like, a bad game which has some enjoyment, not like Rise of Lyric, because there's literally just nothing good about Rise of Lyric.
Except if you found those lands, them voice lands recorded in the data.
Yeah, but
swearing and everything.
It's not sort of like the bad game like Sonic 06 where you can just like sort of riff on it with friends. Like, there's just nothing enjoyable about it. Like, it's just a slog to get through that game. Your phone enjoys going off.
Yeah, sorry.
Do you not have like a do not disturb mode on it?
I do, but I'm still trying to get used to it.
Because mine like automatically turns on at it turns on like my do not disturb turns on at 10 o'clock, so I don't get any like messages after that. Also, fuck Rocky Road 3, the act where you bounce on ATS. Yeah, I don't like that level much either. It's like one of the worst levels. Rocky Ride in general is one of my least favourite levels in ATS. It's just not really that memorable.
Don't worry, I've put my phone on the best feature ever.
Right. Also, speaking of horribleness and worst final boss fights, this has to be up there. This is a dreadful final boss fight.
What is that, suit of armour?
The reason it's so horrible is because his attacks are completely random. If you get too far ahead, he attacks you. If you get too far behind, he attacks you. If you stop for 2 seconds, guess what? He attacks you. You're starting to see a pattern here.
I don't know, that reminds me of another Sonic boss.
What boss is that?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Yeah, but which? Oh, what? True,
When you
but it's 10 times worse here. Trust me.
You get too far behind, hey look, it's Chaos Control and all that. Get too far ahead, Chaos Control and please.
The speed strat, most of the level is to run on the lava, so it's actually interesting, consistent. Okay, so I can see why Act 2 is good, but like casually, it was just one of my least favourite levels personally. Okay, I'm gonna Team Blast here just to like get some actual attacks going. Okay, like one more round should kill him. If I can actually make it to one more round, that is, because he'll probably kill me before then. Yeah, casually I mysteriously got wrecked in Act 2. The mysterious wreckage of Burns in the night. Half the level is a hitbox. That sounds fun. Of course I'm joking, that sounds boring. Didn't mean to say mysterious. Mysterious just adds to the charm, what are you talking about? But yeah. Hilarious tablet typo. See, you gotta turn off the autocorrect, that's what I did.
That's the best part of it.
True. Let's just kill everything now. Kill them all. Okay, we're gonna do a Team Blast, and then we'll finish him off. On the ground he's really easy to finish off, but the rest of the time he's annoying. And boss dead. That's a horrible way to end what was otherwise a good final level. Well, Egg Flea was a good final level. Final Fortress can burn in hell, and so can this boss. Anyway, Jamie, that's the end of Heroes. Do we have anything else to say?
Sonic Zeros.
Yeah, you don't really even know this game, but you're just here for the memes. And hey, what's up, Rapid Run? You came at a bad time, but I'll probably still be in chat. In fact, actually no, I said I was going to do some other stuff, so we'll be back after the credits actually. But for now, enjoy the credits.
L-kun! カオスのデータコピーさせてもらった
よかったですね、チーズ。あら、あれってソニックさんじゃないですか？あ、ソニックオッケー、ソニック。
Anywhere you wanna go, anything you need to know, all the best in life, I wanna get it for you. Living
mic was on the whole time. Whoops. We'll turn that off. How about no? That's all I have to say to that. Okay, so let me turn the game audio back down. So I said I was going to do a few, try to sleep hard mode. So I said I was going to do a few other things after the game was finished, but we're going to get Jamie back on. But one of these things is going to be very memeful, so I want you to spam in the chat as soon as it happens. And welcome back, Jamie.
Alright.
So I'm going to be doing a few things around here, which requires me to load up another program. Okay, so just give me a second to load up this music, because I need music here.
Why does the game have a super hard mode?
I don't. Oh, it's like once you unlock every. Yeah, once you unlock every sort of option, once you unlock every emblem, you unlock access to super hard mode. So it's like the game's 100% completion thing. Also, okay. So we're gonna load this up. We're going to go to challenge mode. We're going to go to Ocean Palace, and we're going to load up the soundtrack of a Me Generation. There we go, that's a good volume. If it will work, glorious. This is perfect. I don't see how this could go wrong.
Oh god. It's triple trouble.
Triple trouble.
Oh god.
This is amazing.
Knuckles, Knuckles, and Knuckles.
Featuring Knuckles.
So, do all the Knuckles here act like Knuckles himself, or?
Yep, and it's glitching out my text. It's glitching out my Twitch chat right now. This mod is actually glitching out my screen. This is not right.
Your computer can't handle that much Knuckles.
No one can handle that much Knuckles, Jamie. The reason I chose this stage is because supposedly you can finish it with just Knuckles.
So on top of that, you thought you'd do it with the other two Knuckles.
Yep. So this is using something called the Sonic Heroes Memory Editor, and it allows you to edit stuff in real time. Earlier in the playthrough, I used it to play as Team Sonic in Team Rose, so I could play as, you know, the better team in the easier game, but that wasn't working out. But now we're going to use it to meme. I think this is the pinnacle of where I can go.
Surely there's a way to get up there.
I can't find a way to get up there.
It's a shame Knuckles doesn't have his main ability. To be able
Oh
to
wait, there we
use-
go.
I was gonna say, to be able to use those Knuckles to get up there.
Can cleanse yourself. No. We're still going. We're still playing as Knuckles.
So what's the next Sonic game you're doing?
Shadow the Hedgehog.
Uh,
Tomorrow with guess who?
Lost Impact.
Yeah. I don't see how that could go wrong at all.
Hmm. I think I'm busy tomorrow night.
Oh, well that's good.
Chat topping shares on tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm sort of annoyed that I have to miss it, but
You can still tune in.
not while I'm streaming. I can't. No.
The Duke up, as I said.
There we go.
Just go back
Yeah.
up there and
I missed it.
I hate stream delay because what I'm about to say and you're already doing it.
Yeah.
That was awkward when we was trying to get the Chaos Emeralds on Sonic 3 Knuckles.
Yeah. Go this way, but Jamie, I've already been that way.
Like 10 seconds ago.
Exactly. Which Knuckles am I playing as? That's the question. Cuck is Cuckles. We need to loop this song, hang on. There we go.
Near the end of the level yet then.
Almost, yeah. Bum bum ba bum, here I come, Ruffalo Knuckles.
Look at all those tails.
Look at all those Eggman's robots. Knuckles, unlike Knuckles, my independence is my first chuckle, first Knuckle, first Knuckle. Excellent. Knuckles Heroes looks great, exactly. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, 11 out of 10 I had some chuckles out of this.
Pucker game, 11 out of 10, Jamie 64326.
Aye.
Oh, okay, just launch into the water.
I'll say, when there's a knob and a head,
Pucker game, 11 out of 10.
And then there's you. Has Jamie ever actually said pucker?
Let's see. No. Oh.
Oh, it's because Northerners use that word. I'm not exactly a Northerner entirely, am I?
No, Jamie. Is this the Heroes remaster we've been waiting for? Yes, this is the Heroes 4K 60 FPS mod, actually. Hashtag Heroes for Steam.
I'm surprised it ain't on Steam.
With the PC version literally cost like £2, so everyone already owns it.
And the PC version of Adventure doesn't cost that much either.
But it costs more than £2. In fact, I got my copy of this game for free, and I didn't pirate it actually.
I don't know, I saw Sonic Adventure DX ones for £1.
I got mine for about £1 actually.
It's the GameCube one what's more expensive.
Exactly. Right on.
Oh, the other day I saw a really expensive collection going at a really cheap price from a really surprising place.
What game was it?
The Metroid Prime trilogy for Wii.
How much?
$39.99.
Ooh, that's a good deal.
And you don't want to know where it's from?
Where?
Game.
You bastard.
Surprisingly, Game did something for cheap. I wish I had the money.
Same really. Okay, we're... Oh, we're gone, yeah.
I was actually tempted to skimp myself just to get it.
Can we actually outrun this boulder?
I mean, Afterburner.
Can we actually afterburner this boulder? Knuckles is so slow. No, Knuckles. Not now.
What?
You're so close to the end, Knuckles. So this is the fast one, supposedly, so we'll run as this one.
Don't they use those boulders in Transform?
Yep. Whoops. Whoops. Died. Oh well, that's as far as we're going to get with that one. Okay, anyway, right. Oh, okay. Your hero's just crashed. He couldn't handle all the Knuckles.
Too much Knuckles.
And Knuckles, may I remind you, actually. It also pretty much destroyed my chat box. Anyway, okay, we got one more thing to do.
So Shadow's next. Which story are you doing as Shadow?
We're doing 3. We're doing semi-hero, pure dark, and neutral.
Semi-hero.
Yeah.
So was it at the last decision you're going to change to something else?
No, semi-hero is you go hero at the beginning, and then you go neutral the rest of the way.
So you're not just going to go pure hero, pure dark, pure neutral?
Nope, because pure hero is absolutely horrible.
That's the price of being a hero.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to play through Egg Fleet as Team Dark. This is the longest team, and I'm going to be fairly quiet because it's, you know, tired. No, not tired, everyone else is, and it's late. You get to see the actual full level now rather than the cut down Team Rose version.
Yeah, Rouge had a different costume in this game.
A very bizarre different costume, may I remind you.
I just thought her outfit was bizarre for a kids game in general.
Yeah, but it's worse here than it was in SA2.
Oh yeah, she shares off a bit more.
Jamie, this is a PG stream. You fucking idiot.
Shut up, you twat.
Oh, that's what I need to do. Whoops.
Sorry.
No, go on.
I'll say, looking at the what it is with the characters, I'm kind of questioning what they've made Rouge,
Yeah.
because she's the equal to Knuckles.
It's weird.
So Gamma's strength, Shadow's speed, and Knuckles and
Knuckles.
yeah, too much Knuckles.
It's so nice playing the PC version with the GameCube controller though. It actually makes playing this game bearable. So I'd like try playing it with like the PS3 controller, it just doesn't work. And then I try playing it with the Xbox One controller, doesn't work. It just doesn't feel right. PS4 controller just doesn't feel right. GameCube controller, perfect.
You ever seen much of Sonic X, the Japanese version?
I think I saw the first season.
It's like nearer to the end. Eggman does one of the most perverted scenes I've seen in the kids' anime.
What was it?
He comments on Rouge's breasts.
Naughty boy.
In the Japanese version.
This is a
It's like
kid.
he's staring at him as well.
Naughty boy.
Japanese version's so much better.
Because Jamie gets to get off to the Japanese, I think.
Oh, come film and it had all the actual music in it as well.
Yeah, it didn't have like cheap license music compared to like actual music from the games. Annihilation, annihilation, annihilation charge, annihilation charge.
Omega sounds fun at parties.
Annihilation, annihilation charge, annihilation charge, annihilation. Team Dark was actually the first team I played in this game for some reason. I must have been sadistic.
You just wanted to get edgy.
Exactly, yeah, Bull Shadow was my favourite character at the time, so that probably explains it.
And now you got to get to play a game with him.
And now I get to play a game with him, and a mad freak. Nothing. I did not call him a mad freak. Whoa.
I remember reading the cast for Shadow the Hedgehog.
And being...
And you know the president?
Who's he played by?
I can't remember, should we say her name now, because it was a was it transgender person, but she was known for voicing Meowth in the original for the 4Kids dub of Pokemon.
Interesting.
Back in those days when they used the entire 4Kids dubbing studio.
Back in the days when 4Kids actually existed.
They still somewhat do.
Yes, somewhat, but not in the same way.
Konami owns them now.
Exactly.
And it's used for Yu-Gi-Oh!
Pretty much, because they lost like the Pokemon license as well.
I was watching a thing on YouTube about 4Kids censorship, and there was commenting on Pokemon and donuts. Every time there was a scene with rice balls, there was donuts.
True.
And then they did a meme with blocks saying about because his eyes aren't open, he thinks they're always donuts.
Really? Okay, I didn't get enough height.
But yeah, they didn't do some of the best decisions.
Definitely not, no.
You know when they did the Kirby anime?
What did they do to that? I can't remember.
What in some scenes, because I'd watched the Japanese version prior to it, I thought give the English dub a chance, see what it's like, and Kirby kept the same voice actor, but in some scenes they spliced the words to make it sound like Kirby's saying something different. Which didn't make any sense when you watched the Japanese version first.
Whoops. Can I get it?
Like Pikachu had additional, a bit of additional dialogue in some of the 4Kids scenes.
That's probably marketing at its work.
Yeah, and not getting the actual actress to do the voice scenes.
The good stuff.
Pikachu sounded like Jigglypuff. Oh yeah, 10 days left to Mania.
Yeah, so excited. Actually, I'm not excited for Mania because it's going to be a bad game.
It's going to be the worst game ever. Those fans should be disappointed.
Anyone's actually saying Mania is going to be a bad game deserves to be shot.
Forces is going to be the bad game.
That you genuinely have my right to shoot them dead if they say Mania is going to be a bad game, because they're just not human. They're actually aliens.
So do Do you reckon they're actually keeping some stuff from us now for the actual release?
What do you mean? Yeah, they will obviously, because they can't reveal everything.
Yeah, I haven't watched the special stage video yet.
They're under Infinite's influence, exactly, Burns. I'm messing up badly here. I'm glitching through the floor.
See what I mean about Luci's outfit?
It's very suggestive.
Not the worst thing I've seen.
No,
game
but
that's-
it's a kid's
Also-
game.
I don't know. Hatsune Miku Project DVF is rated for kids in the EU.
True.
And have you seen some of the outfits in that game?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, yeah, you play the games yourself.
Exactly.
Especially the worst one I've probably seen was it Blue Crystal.
Oh god. Forgot about that.
It's just literally a belt covering her chest.
It's a game for kids.
Even some of the lyrics, if you read them carefully, they're not very appropriate for kids.
Was Senbon Sakura in that game?
What song?
Senbon Sakura.
I can't remember.
Because that game, that song is definitely not appropriate for kids. Honestly, Rouge's outfit in Riders is more suggestive. Actually, yeah, it is. Fair play, fair play. Fuck.
Zenbon's. Is that his Japanese name?
That's its name in all places, I think.
Zenbon Zakler, Thousand Cherry Blossoms.
Yeah, but like it's not actually called that. Like in any of the games, it's just always goes by its Japanese name.
But it says in brackets anyways, Zenbon Bon Zakler.
Well, yeah, that's what it means. It doesn't actually go by that in any of the games.
So, our age rating system doesn't understand anything.
Well, they're like their understanding was, well, if the song's in Japanese and we don't translate the lyrics, then they'll never find out what it means.
Oh, but they did translate the lyrics.
Yeah, they only stopped translating the lyrics for like Project Mirai and beyond.
It's not the worst thing I've seen lately. There's another new visual novel that's getting released on console, and everywhere in the world it's rated like mature ratings, apart from Germany.
Where it's not being allowed to be rated, I'm guessing.
No, 6+.
6+, really?
They were showing some of the scenes, was it? The anime characters in baths and everything. You know, like how it can get without actually showing actual full nudity.
Yeah.
And they're like, Steam and everything covering up, and it's Germany 6+.
It's weird because Germany's like the strictest on like
Did you ever
censorship. Like on.
So you ever notice on some of that, like in the EU box art where it's got like the German age rating on it as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed it off, and it was like in their age rating system, it was 6+.
Rapid Drone wants to know what the visual novel is. Yeah, but like, because Germany's Germany's always really strict on like censorship. Like they have to remove anything with like a swastika on it. But like anime girls in bathtubs, no, it's fine. It's 6+. It's appropriate for the kids.
It was something I watched on YouTube. It was
Censored gaming.
yeah, that was it. Yeah,
I fucking hate censored gaming.
I only watched it just to get. I was just curious, what some of the changes were from when we got some of the stuff. And
It's like they're a good channel, but they just like complain every time. They're like, oh, there's another top has been covered up. They're taking away my anime tips.
yeah, I won't complain about that. I'll just say, here's the difference between the legions.
Yeah, but they always like complain every time. They're like, "Oh, we don't." They keep censoring us because they keep taking away my tits in video games. Stop doing that.
They need their anime tits.
Because they can't get any real ones. What? Sorry, who said that? Well, I found another ATS glitch posted about it in the Discord if you want to check it out. Well, I'm about to be done streaming, so I will check that out in a second, Burns. It sounds interesting, you got me hooked. I'll have to have a look into it myself, because I need to actually learn ATS. Because I keep saying I will, but I never do.
Video. I wonder if they actually took it off.
Please, please. Also want to give a thanks to everyone who is hosting. You guys are the true OGs keeping this stream going. Even if it's auto-host. Okay.
I found the video.
Post it in a shit posting.
Rapid running dead, is he?
Yeah, Rapid runs in Discord. Well, he's not on, but he's in the Discord, so he'll sit eventually.
I'll send you the game through Discord, Rapid Run.
Because Rapid Run definitely wants to play it, you can tell. No, he actually does though.
18 plus everywhere except for Germany where you can be a little kid and play it.
It's appropriate for the children.
Those kids love their anime titties.
Diddy. Yeah, he's definitely excited. Just look at that. Team blasting.
See, I'd pronounce it on the air, but I'd butcher the name because it's still complete Japanese.
So anyway, that is the end of the stream. Apologies for my whispering, it is very late.
You need to shout.
Shut up, Jamie. Anyway, as for tomorrow's stream, we'll be back to normal time, 6 PM for the pre-stream, 7 PM for the game. We'll be playing Shadow the Hedgehog. We'll be playing 3 routes, so semi-hero, pure, dark, and neutral. But until then, I've been Green Vaporate. Who have you been?
I've been Jamie.
And we'll see Jamie again at some point, and I'll see you again tomorrow. But until then, stay topical, or whatever my outro is for this channel.